Hi, everybody. It's Alexia. Slight change of plans. I got a message that I've got to go over to high school to meet with my daughter's college advisor. And so I wanted to do a quick video. Plus, my Facebook Live is not on my page. I don't know what's going on, but getting a new computer today, getting some new technology in place. So hopefully it'll be better. But I did want to go ahead and do this video for you today and talk about timing. I've had some questions about timing. I have, been messaged. We're building relationships. We're talking. We're learning about each other. We're connecting. Everything's going well. So when do I bring up my business? How do I approach the business? When do I, go from giving all of this value that I know a lot of people think probably is free stuff to, okay, here's what I do. Here's how I eat. Here's how I make my money. So the truth of the matter is that there are many factors that go into timing. People's personalities, the time of the day, the time of the year, are we in the middle of the holidays? Some of your products may be more geared towards holiday selling, some may not. It has to do with people's buying styles. I mean, there's so many things that go into timing that honestly, I really don't know. I really don't have a magic, here's what you do, and here's when you do it. This is going to depend on you. It's going to depend on them. It's going to depend on your intuition. It's going to depend on, your style, their style, how deep your relationship is, how authentic it is, how long you've known the person. All of these things play into it. Now, let me say this. There is no reason that you cannot bring up a business and make a sale right away. There's no reason that this can happen. It has happened and it will continue to happen. I would caution you that this probably will not happen the majority of the time. The majority of the time, we need to be connecting and building and talking and sharing and getting to know people. So this being said, I will share with you what I do. This is what I have found seems to work pretty consistently. I want you to then take that and really think about it and kind of discern what is a fit, what do you like about it, what doesn't, and how can you take this piece of advice or knowledge or expertise into your business and make it your own, because we're not copying here. This is all, everybody's different. Everybody's different. But here's how I do it. So let's use the example again. Let's go back to my example. I sell apples. Okay? And let me get an apple. Hold on. Let me get an apple. Getting an apple. Meant to have the apple in my hand. Okay, coming back with the apple. Here I come. Here's the apple. I sell apples. Okay? And yeah, not with the brown thing on the back. I sell apples. And let's say that Susie and I have met online. Let's say we met in a thread. We've talked, we've laughed. I friended her. I've gotten to know her. She's from Alaska. I've always wanted to go to Alaska. We've chitter-chatted online. And I noticed that Susie always comments on my posts about apples. She mentions apple pie. She mentions that it's her favorite fruit. She mentions that she loves to bake with apples. She likes to know what different kind of apples there are. She asks me questions. What I'm finding about Susie is that Susie wants to get closer to me and my apples, right? She may not know what she wants to get closer to me for, but there's an energy there that is pulling her in. Okay? And many of you are probably nodding and saying, yes, Yes, I know this. Okay, yeah. I sell XYZ, and they're kind of swirling around me. I may engage with her a few times. I can't give you an answer. It might be a week. It might be 2 weeks. It might be a month, depending on how frequently she's engaging with me. After a while, when I feel that the questions are coming, the comments are coming fairly consistently, like she's really coming into me, I will message Susie and say, hey, Susie, what's up? How you doing? Listen, I know that, and I have noticed that you've been asking me a lot of questions about my apples or apples. Would you be open? Please hear me when I say this. Would you be open to a conversation about how my business might help you? Would you be open to having a discussion about how my business would solve your problem? Would you be open to hearing more about my Apple business since you seem to have quite an interest in apples? Then I wait for her reply. I've never been turned down once. They usually will say, of course. I say, wonderful. Now here's what I also do. This is very important. At that point, I say, Susie, that's great. How about we meet Thursday at 11 and we will just discuss some of the questions that you've brought up and my business and the Apple business. And you and I can talk a little bit more. And let me also tell you, Susie, that I'm not really sure if my business would be a fit for you. But if it isn't, and you prefer this kind of apple, I bet I know somebody that can help you. So either way, I'd like to help you and be a resource for you. And we'll have a great time kind of getting to know each other a little deeper, exploring your needs around apples, and we can take it from there. That's what I do. That's what I do. Again, how much conversation passes before you move in for that? It's kind of trial and error. I do find, and I want you to remember this, that you want to honor and respect people. And so you want to say to them, would you be open? How does that sound? And then take it away. Takes the pressure off of them. If this isn't a fit for you, that's okay too, because I'm going to help you either way. Either way. I'm not going to force you to love my apples if you don't. I'm not going to force you to think that this is the most wonderful apple on the planet if you don't. But I am going to share value with you even then, because this is about my filling a need with a customer. And if the need cannot be filled with my apple, then I owe it to her to at least say, let me find somebody who can help you. And that's the way that I work timing. Let's comment below and get a conversation going. I want to tell you all that the threads, I have been messaged and how valuable the threads are. People are going back and rereading your comments, your different perspectives, your different points of view, the way you handle things. This is what's teaching people. So please keep the engagement going. Comment below. Let's start the conversation about timing. What do you do? Do you resonate with this style? Do you not resonate with this style? What is it that you like? What feels good? What might be improved? What can you do? What are you doing that isn't working? Let's start talking. Timing, timing, timing. Bye, everybody. See you in the group.